Hey everybody, welcome back. Movie review time, where we geek out about a movie we just saw, and we just saw Frozen 2. I don't have a joke. I was hoping I'd have a joke. One didn't come to me in time. If it was... It's a really weird sequel to Adam Green's Frozen. If you would... Wait, no, I'm not doing a trailer. This is our no spoiler review. I remember how this goes. In a minute. We're going to talk no spoilers. If we say a spoiler, we'll cut it out. We will have a spoiler review coming out later, today, tomorrow, something like that, where we can talk more specific about some of the things we did or did not like about the film. Also, we do not consider ourselves critics. We're just people that like movies, so we're just kind of geeking out about stuff we do and don't like. And you can get more movie reviews and stuff like that on my Patreon, including my review of Frozen and my review of Frozen. I made that Adam Green joke, but I did a review of Adam Green's horror movie, Frozen, as well as we rewatched the original Disney. So stuff like that's over there. I think our Frozen review of the Disney one is free. Look up the Eric Butts, use the link in the description below. That being said, like I said, we did recap the original Frozen on Disney Plus the other night. And even like one of the Olaf shorts, the one that was before Coco. Yeah. And so we were well versed and well ready for the sequel. And the sequel did not disappoint.
No.
All right.
I think we're both going like, it's as good as the original, possibly better.
Yeah, and again, you got to keep in mind, you know, we did a little shopping and stuff, but we're essentially right out of the theater, so, you know, we haven't really had time to sit with our thoughts on it, but coming out of the theater, it's like, no, I really enjoyed that, and I might have enjoyed it a hair more than the first one. And I think some of that is just, it's got more going on, maybe, than the first one. Like, there's legitimate action scenes in this that are
action's
cool.
Better. I'm not sure if the songs as a whole are better. There are really good songs in there.
Yeah, I would agree with that. The songs are really good, but we're not really walking out singing particular lines. There's a melody, maybe.
Not going, let it go.
Right.
But at the same time, we've been so inundated with Let It Go that it's kind of hard to get it out of the head to let the new stuff in.
Yeah, and yeah. But I mean, some of the new stuff is good, and I even like I guess it's not. I like some of the rock versions of them as well, which you'll get in the end credits. We can say that. That's not really spoilery. Pacing's fine. It's as good or better than the original. It doesn't really get too slow or boring at any point. Yeah. They do a really good job with characterizations, continuing those characters. They've clearly grown in the years between, and they still get to do some growing in this movie.
More than others.
Yeah. Olaf is still super hilarious, and I really love what they did with his character. Yeah. In this one, some of the questions of things that he has is like not something I'd expect in a movie, but I love it. The overall plot I thought was a really good plot too. I thought it was a good continuation from the first movie, but also it gives you more layers about things in the first movie while also having its own story and introducing a whole bunch of new characters, because you've kind of seen that in the trailers. Yeah. And they do a really good job with it. They did get some tears out of me, some happy tears, which kind of surprised me. I don't usually cry at Disney films. Well, I guess technically I do, because Star Wars and Marvel are Disney now. But no, they were happy tears, and it was a moment of, oh, I know what they're about to say. Oh, they said it. Oh, this is all. Oh, it's all coming together. And I was like, oh, just a couple, but still pretty good.
And there's a lot of, aww.
Oh yeah. There's some super cuteness going on in this movie. One particular character, a new character, you're just like, oh my god, like the whole audience is just aww, except for the screaming child, but that's a thing. Yeah, no, that was really good. The animation looks really good. I think obviously they've had years to improve it, so like the hair, the fur, the particle work, that gets really nice. Although something I've noticed, and I don't know if this is a spoiler, but I'll vaguely hit it here and not get into the details that might make it spoiler. Okay. But is Elsa technically naked sometimes? Because like the clothes look like they're part of her skin sometimes.
I think she can actually, she does manifest her own clothes.
Yeah, so I don't know, for some reason that struck me as kind of odd.
So she may be wearing like super fine ice or something, I don't know. Yeah,
but anyways, I just thought that was kind of interesting. I do think they set up some really great jokes that they did end up paying off. And then, pro tip, if you are going to see a new movie for the first time, you've never seen it, and the credits are still rolling when you walk in for your screening, turn around and leave. Because this idiot family comes in while the credits are still rolling, and theaters, honestly, the theaters are supposed to have people like not letting you in until the crew has gone in and cleaned, but I know how theaters work this day. But this whole family comes in, they're loud, they're talking while we're listening to the music, and we weren't the only ones. I was actually impressed the couple beside us were sitting there and actually reading credits too, because we like reading credits. And there is
he reads credits, I just kind of stare.
No, you read some credits. You read some credits, like caffeination.
Like, yeah, something grabs my attention.
Yeah. But point being, there is an awesome post-credit scene in this that also continues a running gag through the movie. Mm-hmm. And essentially, without telling you what this post-credit scene is, the post-credit scene kind of recaps the entire movie we just saw. So they came in, saw part of the end credits, and then saw a scene where a character told them everything that just happened in the movie before their screening began. So there's your, just keep that in mind. Don't sit down if the credits of the last screening are still rolling. Go out and do something else. You'll have half an hour before yours starts.
Okay, was that a spoiler?
No, because I didn't say who or what the context was.
Okay.
I just said it's a recap.
Of what the entire thing is. Okay.
Yeah. So I don't think that would be a spoiler at all, because I think the specifics of what happens is what makes it actually awesome. Mm-hmm. And I think in this case it was worth telling that story in a place where people who haven't seen the movie, if I save that for the spoilers, those people have already seen the movie or don't care about that piece of warning anyway. So I wanted to get that warning out there to people. Soundtrack's really, really good. But again, like we said, not a standout. Voice actors, excellent job. New and old, everybody's really good there. Like I said, action's really great. Totally worth it in 3D. We saw the RPX 3D, which is somewhere between regular screen and IMAX screen. But particularly there's an Elsa song and dance number where it gets kind of surreal almost. And like that in 3D is pretty fantastic.
Yeah, they do make pretty good use of it this time around. So,
so if you like 3D, I do recommend seeing this one in 3D. No short before.
Yeah, you're right.
But I don't know that they always have one.
Well,
but
that's usually more of a Pixar thing.
Yeah, except when Pixar puts a Disney short before, so you kind of would have thought maybe they put a Pixar short before the Disney movie just in retaliation for Coco. I don't know, I'm just being silly. Yeah. Is that it?
Without getting into the details.
Yeah, I guess that's it for the spoilers. Again, I don't know, movies like this, it's like you kind of know what you're going in for, and if you like the first one, you're going to like this one. I don't think this is going to be very controversial. I don't think it's going to be very split. I think you like the first one, you're going to like this one, but maybe your kids won't fawn over a certain song so much. Because like I said, none of the songs really stood out. But the kids definitely enjoyed it. Our theater wasn't quite full, which was kind of surprising. But there were a handful of kids in there, and they were really engaged with it. And at the end, they were all applauding, and they were laughing appropriately. So the kids definitely enjoyed it. But the adults were enjoying it too, you know, because like the adult couple beside us.
There's a lot of adult humor in there.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't say adult humor, but
things that are going to go over the heads of small children, yes.
Yeah, that kind, stuff adults can enjoy. It's not adult humor. It's not like, sex jokes or anything. And of course, I'm rocking Weezer because they're on the soundtrack too, and gotta get those Hella Mega Tour tickets at some point. We gotta figure out what city we want to go see it in since they aren't coming here. So yeah, all right. Well, I guess that's our thought on Frozen 2.
Okay.
So stay out of the comments if you don't want spoilers, because sometimes people get excited and they accidentally spoil down there. Otherwise, you can let us know if you're going to go see the movie or what, or if you agree or disagree. But otherwise, you can wait for the spoiler video where we can talk full spoilers if you want to talk about all that, which we're going to go off here and do in a second. Also, check out my Patreon, TheEricButts, or link in the description below. Click the thumbs up button, because we do love the good old thumb of encouragement. And I guess we're going to get out of here and let it go so we can watch some more stuff. We'll talk to y'all later.